Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Doug, 180. Check 55, Mike. You better be afraid of me.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Fielded at the 33. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return, and the Patriots take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down.
Ready. 60 outlaw. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sack back at about the 43-yard line.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. It's second down.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Back to throw. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
21-yard line.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
I'm on.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On first down, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
On second down, it's Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold.
Check tight end, check tight. Check tight.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and that's complete. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his pride.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley made his way into the backfield.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Back to throw now on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On the ground is Michel. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They're going to look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
A throw over the middle, taken in, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. Oh, he may have gotten lucky. Tried to dump it off underneath on the check down. Nearly picked. Instead, it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards up 1st and 2nd down.
A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Set up, 8, read.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. That one 28 yards on the ground. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
The Patriots into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Switch it, clear.
On the ground, this is Michelle. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Now Trubisky to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away, because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Trubisky will throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
Let's go.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready, break.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
On second down, Michelle. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. Following the penalty, Michelle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a pass hauled in downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Second and 9 now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have the show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come on.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Hill. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And down inside the 15 he goes. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
No. Check.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Being chased out left. And it's caught. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Here we go.
That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And they will run it with Michel. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. It's a room to maneuver. He's at the 40, the 20, 10. Touchdown, Chicago. He goes 91 yards on the kick return as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Down Michel. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Set, ready? 15, line, 59. Go!
58, come on! 58, come on!
Ready?
Looking to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
And it's 3rd down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll set up to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Patriots.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
152 fighter.
Gets this one to Hill. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown as his guys are able to regain the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here, start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think the Patriots are going to hang on to the football. They do. They get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He digs them partway out of the hole that they're in. It's an 8-yard gain, and it makes it 3rd and 12. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
And the Patriot first down.
Ready? 10-2, sir. Get it.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Snap.
And they'll try Michelle here running on the right side. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
45, 45, Mike, 45.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
At the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And an alley to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Go!
And they, in fact, will throw it. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do?
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Trubisky to throw. And an alley to run. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Samson Abuka in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Yannick Ngakoue. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Go now. 15 line.
Coming this way.
The Patriots